The Electro boots are undoubtedly strong, and today I'm going to show you that by incorporating it into some of the strongest ground attack strategies, you can make them even more powerful. I've left my Electro boots at level 21 just so it's a bit more relatable for you all at home, because most of us can't max it out on day one. Now we're going to use the Electro boots with two armies today. The first army is going to be Super Witch Fireball, which is insanely strong in the meta. And the other attack strategy is Titan Smash, one of the easiest and strongest ground spam attack strategies, wherein we swap the Fireball for the Healing Tome and the Eternal Tome instead. But the real question is, can the Royal Champion with the Electro boots improve both of these attack strategies? So we are coming in with Star's exact army comp, and we'll see if we can get similar results to him. So Royal Champion with the Haste Vial in this army comp. And why I think this is going to be such a good combination is the Valks you see in this army. The Valks are going to be tanking for the Royal Champion. So you can go maximum DPS. The Haste Vial, because you get the extra speed up in terms, what is it, 16% extra speed with your hits. And also the raw damage of the Aura. I mean, it's set to be a perfect combination. Let's see if we can get some 3 stars with it though. This is going to be a slightly awkward fireball. Let's see how this goes. I might have to use a freeze here. That's alright. Alright, I'm hoping the Warden goes down here, deals with the Archer Tower, and then we can fireball onto the scatter shot really easily. Thankfully, I delayed the fireball a second there. I'm going to have to use another freeze for you. That's alright, and this attack is away and well. Now, like Stars, I am going to delay the King a little bit, just so that the King doesn't take any unnecessary damage, because we do need his ability with the Earthquake boots to open up the base for our Super Witches. So nice start to the attack so far. Nothing with the Royal Champion yet though, and there won't be anything with the Royal Champion for a while. I'm going to wait to wall break here, because I should be able to wall break this. I'll even double wall break. Hopefully I can get the King even closer. Beautiful. We get the King closer to the center of the base, and that Earthquake Boots does so much damage. So we've got the Queen on the right-hand side. Still got all these Witches in the core. That's unfortunate, but I do want that to go down. And let's start with the Royal Champion over here. Now, normally when you use the Royal Champion, in most people's army comps with this at least, she is very vulnerable. And therefore, you wouldn't want to run the Haste Vial and the Electro boots, because you've got no defense with this other than the small self-healing that the Royal Champion does get. Alright, I'm going to pop the ability there. We need it desperately. Beautiful. And we're just going to keep using the Valks to tank. I don't even have any invis spells. None of that. Not even a headhunter. We're just going maximum damage here. And look at the amount of the base that's just being cleared by the Royal Champion herself. Now, I probably could have done that with the Hog Puppet and Haste Vial, but would the Royal Champion have this much health left? I do not think so. It is an unbelievably strong ability when used in the right combination, and this attack strategy has everything you need for it. Coming in on a very unusual base, but there is such little fireball value on this base unless you're willing to go deep. So I guess it does have a very sound layout. Now, I'm going to talk about something. You don't have to agree. You can do whatever you want. A lot of you didn't really like the video that we did yesterday, talking about the Earthquake boots, the Electro boots, and the Rocket Spear not being a good combination. Now, I'm going to clarify that a little. You can still disagree. The way we used Rocket Spear originally, it isn't compatible with it. Now, if you're willing to use a Recall, Revive, or a lot of Invis spells, then it definitely can be good, but I'm still of the opinion I'd much rather have it's basically on average about 8,000 damage that is confirmed by the Seeking Shield. Oh shoot, I need to be careful here. I'd rather have that. Beautiful. I'd rather have that than have the Electro boots, which is no doubt good, but it would have to keep the Royal Champion alive for at least what? If it's 8,000 damage, 32 seconds to get the full effect of it. Alright, let's wall break in. That's enough of that. Because the reality is, just because it's not necessarily perfect in that combination, doesn't mean it isn't strong. I think it's a very strong equipment. In fact, I think it's kind of as balanced as it should be. Now, we have a serious time issue here, but that's why we bring the Royal Champion, right? I cannot see where my king is. I can't believe Stars does this army without a poison spell. That's wild to me. So we're going to use the Valks to tank. I could even wall break. Yeah, I'm going to wall break some of them in. And this is just going to keep tanking for them. I do need a rage spell in the core. As long as we keep tanking for this Royal Champion, like, she can take a little bit of damage, but she is self-healing a whole lot as well. Looks like my queen went down, which is really something we could not afford to happen. But it doesn't really matter. It does not really matter, even if... Oh my lord. Just gliding across the map so fast, so much damage, and it's just perfect with this army. I mean, Stars is going to go nuts with it. Although he might be on the Root Rider Cookie army at the moment. I don't know for sure. Now, what we're going to do for Titan Smash is we've got the Siege Barracks on one side of the funnel. So we're going to deploy that. Then the other side of the funnel will have Queen and an Ice Golem. Then you're going to deploy one Skeleton spell in front of where you're going to deploy your main push. Last Ice Golem down. Then let's get all our Titans in. And the Apprentice Warden too. Why not our healers? Some Cocoa Balloons. And then spread your Valks in a line. Not all of them have to go in. But you do want at least, you know, some of them to go in. But, you know, a slight spread on them as you see here. And this is a nice start. This is a nice start for us. And then any second now we're going to pop the Warden ability because there is a lot of damage in the center of this base. I'm actually going to wall break on the top side there. And look at this. We're going to pop that King ability right next to the Town Hall. You don't even need a poison spell with this army. The Titans are fantastic for that. Now I'm going to use my Royal Champion. But if you saw the little icons on the top side, we are not using the Haste Vial this time. Because look, there is nothing really tanking for the Royal Champions. I mean, the Titans kind of are. Also, I do need to think about, you know, keeping them alive. Let's use the skeleton spell there. But there's not as much tanking for the Royal Champion this time. So I want the extra defense is the best way of putting it, of the Hog Puppet. And also, benefit, we can pair the Hog Puppet with some rage spells. Now, all the Titans have been wrecked because, I mean, look at that core of the base there. That is pretty brutal. But that's okay. We've still got a few spells left. Still got the Hog Puppet. Let's see if I can keep my Warden up. That would be nice for him. Queen is still doing work on the top side. Beautiful. Royal Champion coming in nicely. And we're going to pop our Hog Puppet ability here as soon as I'm sure there's no giant bombs. And look, you can use the Rage spell. And the Royal Champion doesn't run off ahead like she does with the Haste Vial. She stays on pace with the rest of them. No skeleton traps are going to get in the way either. This didn't really show how strong the Royal Champion ability was, I admit it. But I do like the idea... Am I trying to time fail? I do like the idea of using the Hog Puppet with the Royal Champion when you're unsure as to her safety. Now, you do have the self-healing, obviously, but overall, I do kind of like this combo for this army. All right, this is going to be the final attack of the video. We've got the funnel set up, and let's go. I forgot to put down the skeleton spell. That's fine. Oh, okay. I can't scroll at this point. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to make this journey for you guys to watch this hit any more difficult than it needs to be. Alright, Queen's doing good work on the bottom side. Everything's kind of gone in. I'm going to pop this Warden ability really early here because my troops were taking a lot of damage. That spiky ball looks like it went backwards. Alright, let's start using the Rages. Let's start using the Rages. Loving it. Loving it already. The Queen cannot reach that multi-arch tower. So I'll support the Queen with the Royal Champion in this hit. The Tornado is putting in a lot of work. That's a really nice freeze there, though. Love that. Love the Royal Champion in this. I mean, this hit, the Royal Champion shouldn't really be needed. Now, there is a lot of damage on the back end here, but the Titans are very nice. They are very sturdy. Hopefully, they stand up against the right wall. I mean, that Monolith is taking damage. That Monolith is taking damage, but it's not taking that much. But we still got the Royal Champion ability to hang on to here. As long as there's no Giant Bomb right now. Beautiful. So the Titans are slowly dying out. Now, it does look weird getting the Hog Puppet without the speed up of the Royal Champion. But look, the Hogs have got all the skeletons on it. But that's fine. The Royal Champion's just sitting there and assisting them beautifully. And I actually think this was a nice showcase for why it could be strong. Now, any Royal Champion equipment, we still would have 3-starred that. But I really like the Electro Boots like this. In fact, the Electro Boots are probably good in most scenarios, except for a couple with the Rocket Spear. We investigated that yesterday. Some of you disagreed though. So maybe, if you haven't watched it already, should go back and let me know down in the comments below. Do you think the Electro Boots can work with the Rocket Spear? Because it's clear from this video, in ground smash attacks, whether it's with the Hog Puppet or the Haste Vial, it is elite.